How fitting of it for us to start the video with Triple H. What's going on, everyone? Journalist is back from the video for your entertainment viewing consumption. I don't care if y'all hear my fan, it's hot, and I need to cool down Dynamite. I mean, let's just get into it. I have no reason to go over just skip the fucking foreplay. Let's get straight to the fucking review. Hangman and the Billy Goat arrives to the ring. Like, some guy gives him some beers, and that nigga tells him he's wasting TV time in the audience. He drinks some alcohol in the ring. I don't know where this is going, but he says he wants to main event the pay-per-view. Thank God. I don't want to see the Arkham inmate with Arkham in the arena. Main event, double or nothing. Anybody got time for that shit? He cuts a decent promo over his hardships of being a wrestler, and he wants to win the world title for his friends and fam. But Hangman retorts and gets passionate over his last 2 years being a waste, and how his obsessive hatred for Swerve ruined his relationship with his kids and wife.
Have wasted 2 years of my life, and they've been filled with nothing but grief and sorrow and hate.
And he thinks winning the title will redeem himself. That's pretty much what he wants. He's seeking redemption, but the Billy Man, he kind of fucks up his promo a bit.
The referee to get an advantage.
He sounds like a record scratching. That, or he's trying to remember what the fuck he's supposed to say. They start yelling over how to beat the Arkham inmate, and Will says he spent too much time fucking with Swerve.
When someone crosses that threshold from business to personal, you want to handle this, and I get it. We could give you a month, 2 months, 3 months, but an entire year.
Dude, he broke into his house and harassed his infant child. He has more than any reason to want his ass dead. If Swerve did that shit to you, I'm sure Will Ospreay would do the exact same thing Hangman did. He says he's the best in the fucking world, bruv.
I am the best in the fucking world, bruv.
Uh-oh, is that Punk reference? He claims he will help Hangman against the Dick Riders in July. So I guess he's fulfilling a promise he made to Darby. If you remember last year, when the Classic was going on, Ospreay promised Darby that when he's done with the Classic, he will help against the fight with Clan Bros. He will fight the Arkham inmate for him. Never really followed up on that. 6 months later, I guess we finally are. I guess. He's fulfilling his promise. He downs a beer, and he spits it like Triple H, and the match is confirmed to main event the pay-per-view. Good. Good. I am sick and tired of Moxley main eventing and delivering the worst shit ever put inside of a wrestling ring. It's time. We're gonna get to the pay-per-view, because that match was good. The Arkham inmate, it's time. Time to take a trip to Arkham, because he starts tweaking off that TK special white powder. He's outside with a Marina interferes entering the arena. He gets mad over his water bottle being empty, and he looks like a fucking bloated penguin. He's walking by a bunch of fans, and like only one dude was acknowledging him.
Yeah!
No one gives a shit. It's the Arkham inmate. And I was like, okay, why is he coming out? Is he coming out to cut yet another drawn out, nonsensical, illogical, retarded promo? No, it's an all-star trios match. I was like, oh boy. Oh wow, Tony Khan. He is such a great booker that every fucking week to advance this storyline, in air quotations, he puts a bunch of heels on one side, puts a bunch of baby faces on the other side, and lets them have a bunch of stupid, dumb all-star tag matches until the pay-per-view to fill TV time, because he can't figure out a story here. What is the story? And I get this is AEW. I get Tony Khan doesn't give a shit truly about producing storylines. I get he wants to be more wrestling heavy. I get the fandom, the sickos don't give a shit about long-term storylines. They don't want storytelling. They don't. All they want is banger matches. That's why they like New Japan. New Japan is garbage. New Japan, there is no fucking storylines. It's just matches. That's why New Japan is doing terrible right now. Same as AEW. The dick riding cucks versus the Black Ops, Joe and Jobs and Swerve. Now, if they would, hey, I don't know, have some in-ring promos with each other, the one thing this company is lacking is back-to-back, face-to-face. Ospreay and Hangman proved why promos is important to build to a match, to build interest. If you just have a fuck ton of banger matches that suck because it's Clan Bros matches. It won't lead to anything. It won't mean anything. But again, that's what the fandom cares about. Again, it's a disconnect. I think more like a WWE fan. I think story should take precedent and it should be supplemented by a great match. That's what I think, because that's a tried and true formula. It works. But I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Okay. No pop for the dunk cuts. My God, Harley Cameron gets a bigger pop than these bums. Why is the Arkham inmate team with them again? I remember he said he hated them and wanted nothing to do with them a few weeks ago. So why is this match even happening? Why are we using multi-man all-star fatal four-way of fuckery matches to cover up lack of logic and good storytelling? I skipped this. I didn't watch this garbage. You think I'm gonna watch a pre-Arkham in the Arena match? I'm good. I let this play in the background. I was, what the fuck was I doing? I think I was probably playing, either playing 2K or I was playing Marvel Rivals when this shit was going on. Swerve botched a move by slipping on a Lego outside the ring. That shit was funny. Swerve rolls up one of the cuts to win, so at least he got his lick back. The Dick Riders attack the faces after. Shishiri returns from the neutralizer spot that Ravioli did to him. Damn, he returned from injury faster than Hook did, and he beats back the heels and gets low blowed by Interferes. Willow comes out, she's looking right as all hell. Beats up Interferes, Omega comes out. I was like, all right, the entire roster might as well join up at this point. And Joe says he's gonna hump them throughout the show. Great. I mean, match led to nothing because they're still gonna continue this bullshit throughout the show. This match is fucking stupid. I mean, why would I watch this? And since I skipped this, yes, I kinda watched Arkham in the Arena. I kinda did. But again, y'all know I hate Jon Moxley matches. I'd rather watch Miles Bourne in NXT wrestle than Jon Moxley, because at least he doesn't wrestle like a drunkard, abusive stepfather. Miss MJF, aka Alicia Tout, the Hurt Syndicate. MJF is happy as a motherfucking white boy can be, says he's with the Hurt Syndicate now, and he acts like an asshole to his girl.
You can leave. Bye-bye.
But the Syndicate, right after, arrived to the ring, prepared to induct mid-JF into the Syndicate. Where's Cedric? Where's Cedric Alexander? Where the fuck is Cedric Alexander? I thought that's what the story was going towards. Damn, Tiffany Stratton just destroyed Triple H. That's what he gets for booking her fucking title reign like shit. Exactly what she gets. Where is Cedric Alexander? MJF comes in a gauche looking gold suit. He calls his mom a dumb bitch since she said the happiest day of his life would be getting married, but he said, nah, it's joining the Hurt Syndicate.
The most important moment of your life is the day you marry the love of your life. Clearly, that dumb bitch never joined the Hurt Syndicate.
MVP really healed it up, and he was lazy MJF, and they were like shitting on, where are they at, Albuquerque? They were shitting on that town.
Show some respect for MJF, all right? The only thing that sucks is Albuquerque, New Mexico. Nobody really wants to be here.
Only good thing about that city is Breaking Bad, by the way.
Live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104.
They really want the Syndicate to come across as heels, but I'm sorry. They are so liked and so beloved as keeping babyface. We all know where the story is going anyway. MJF is going to turn on them. MJF is going to turn on them some which way somehow, probably because he feels some type of way over how Bobby was treating him, how Shelton was treating him at first, and he's going to get his revenge. That's why I see where the story is going, and they're going to bring in Cedric as like that equalizer. Because there's going to be MJF, I'm assuming he's going to join with FTR. MVP shouldn't be wrestling, he should just be a manager. So you bring in Cedric to be the third man to help the Syndicate against MJF and his machinations, I suppose. MJF's lawyer brings a contract for the Syndicate to sign. Why is the Syndicate signing MJF's contract instead of MJF signing theirs? Isn't he joining the Syndicate? They're not joining the MJF Syndicate. He's joining the nigga Hurt Syndicate. Jesus Christ. MVP, he keeps shitting on the town, and Bobby Lashley takes 20,000 years to sign the contract. The stepkids of Antarctica arrived. No pop.
Do it! The men.
Shammy, Guava, and Gold Dustin with their garbage Ring of Honor titles.
Look at this garbage. Piece of shit. Nobody gives a fuck about no ROH.
Why are they here? Oh, it's because they won that stupid contenders match on Collision, that's why. So the number one contenders now. MJF calls them white trash Southern honkies. I swear, isn't Shammy Hispanic? I don't think he's white trash. Gold Dustin forgets his lines.
Or even my... Man, let me tell you something, Max.
And warns MVP about MJF, and he wants a title shot for the title, tag titles. He tells Black Darkseid and Thanos to jump on him and hurt him. The promo was terrible. No one cares. He takes 7 years to finish promo in front of the dead crowd, and he says, I'll see you at the pay-per-view. I think this segment was not good. It made no sense for MJF to have the Hurt Syndicate sign a contract from him. It should have been the other way around. And I don't know why they're really trying to force the Hurt Syndicate as heels. It's like Tony hates the fact that they're being cheered over top baby faces of the company. They're over. They're over as fuck because they're cool and they're legit. And they're straightforward. They don't need to cheat. They don't need to do slimy, dastardly heel shit. They come in, they beat people's asses, they hurt people, pin them and leave. That's all Black Darkseid and Black Thanos needs to do. We hurt people. We hurt people. They have a sense of legitimacy about them. They look like killers, they wrestle like killers, and they are killers. That's why we like them. That's why they're more over than bums like fucking, what's his name? Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia. Oh, what a joke. Okada is with Renee. He has that shitty Continental belt still, and he's beefing with Fastball. And I guess they set a match for pay-per-view. Supposedly Fastball hasn't been pinned yet in singles competition, and yeah, just wait for the pay-per-view. It's gonna happen. He says he doesn't even say the word bitch. He just says something stupid and goes away.
Trust me. Trust me.
He messed up the one thing he's actually good for. Bowens. Andrew Bowens, my dog, comes out to no pop. Shit was tragic. What happened? What happened? You had Bowens return in a nice, decent return with an awesome, badass song that fits him. And you have done nothing with him. Max Caster is more over than Bowens is right now, and he's getting squashed every week on Collision. That stupid I'm the best wrestler alive, that is more over than Bowens. And I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. What's going on with Bowens? We should be building him as a top baby face, but yet he's about to face Rebound. So Ricochet's about to beat his ass and pin him. Ricochet is about to just, why would you ruin Bowens' momentum like this? Best thing about this walking meme is his theme. I swear, Rebound's theme sounds like a remix X-Men 97 theme. I swear to God. Why are we feeding Bowens to Rebound before the pay-per-view? There's no story behind this. This could easily be a feud for both men, but you're gonna kill Bowens' potential momentum because he didn't really have momentum. He had the potential to get momentum, but you're just destroying it. TK can't make stars, I'm telling you all this. Rebound stabs Bowens with skizzers, and hits the sole pea shooter for the win. So I guess Bowens was somewhat protected, but I still wouldn't have booked this match. And Briscoe comes out of nowhere with a stretcher. He gets tooted up onto the stretcher, no diddy, and Briscoe beats his ass and he runs away like a little hoe. Why are they feuding? So the reason why the stretcher match is happening at the pay-per-view, like this shit was booked a few days before the pay-per-view, was because Briscoe saved Bowens from Rebound, and so a stretcher match is needed. Stokely and FTR, oh God. He hypes up and glazes FTR before the match with Nigel and Cherry Garcia at the pay-per-view. Who wants to see this match? Just taking up pay-per-view space, and they're doing contract signing on Collision. I'm gonna let you guess whether or not I'll watch that segment. I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you the answer to that. Next, we get Mercedes and Hayter to go face-to-face. Hayter tells Mercedes to not underestimate her and says Mercedes' ego is out of control. She ain't wrong about that.
I don't walk around here like I'm the best thing since sliced bread.
She doesn't want to be forgotten by losing to Mercedes. Well, I hate to break it to you, Jamie. You can't really fight that creative control, sis. When's the last time that TBS title was defended? When was the last time that TBS title was relevant? She should have dropped it to Statlander or Harley if she's chasing the World Heavyweight title into All In. why didn't she drop the TBS title? So she's going to hoard the title till July. She's probably not going to defend it till July. If she does defend it, it's going to be on some dumb Dynamite show. She's probably going to win the world title from Tony. I'm just going to let y'all know right now, she's more likely going to defeat Tony. She's going to hold both belts in the division and destroy the division. What point? You know what? I'm not going to rant about that yet. I got to finish this shit because I got to get through the segment. I got to get through the segment because I'm going to start ranting. She calls herself the Beyonce of women's wrestling. I don't know if you want to call yourself that, sis, considering the bullshit Beyonce and Jay-Z's being accused of right now. She says she will run through Hayter, win the world title, and become the CEO. Yeah, because you can't be the CEO while being a mid-card TBS champion. Hayter trolls Monet over losing the Cotton Candy belt, without being pinned, by the way. And Mercedes attacks Jamie, but she gets hater-rated. I was like, yeah, she's losing. Like, mere seconds after she hater-rated the heel, did Jamie, Tony immediately comes out, stealing the thunder away from Hayter. No point intended. So, you had Hayter beat up Mercedes finally, get an edge on Mercedes, which means she's losing, and you don't even allow us to soak in her victory over the heel. And you immediately bring out the women's world champion, who did not need to be there. She did not need to be there at all. This is between Mercedes and this is between Hayter to, I guess, get a pop. But there is a reason why she came out, surprisingly so, because this is leading into the next match, Mina and Julia Hart. By the way, yeah, Jamie's fucked. I'm gonna save my thoughts for Jamie Hayter and her booking when we get to the pay-per-view. That is when I'm gonna really start my rant. Why is Mina and Julia Hart even happening again? I'm not complaining because I like both women, and Tony's on commentary, which is why she came out earlier. I don't know why she couldn't just come out before, like after the commercial break, and then we start the match, but okay. She said she loved that nigga rap beat song Mina came out to last week.
Oh, and what happened to that new entrance song that Mina Shirakawa came out to last week? I really like that technical, advanced beat of sorts. Mina
rolls up Hart in a mediocre match, and Hart turns heel, I guess, and attacks Mina, but she gets put in the figure four, and Sky Blue comes out of nowhere and saves Julia and attacks Mina, but Storm suplexes her ass out of the ring, and they beat up Julia Hart and fight over the world title. I mean, this is the least interesting feud, and one of the most least interesting feuds in women's wrestling currently. I mean, Mina versus Tony was a terrible build. This build was pathetic. It's pathetic. Was the match good at the pay-per-view? Yeah, it was. But was this build good? Fuck no. The Dunk Cups are leaving, and they get attacked by the Black Ops backstage. Everyone involved in Ark in the Arena spawn in and start brawling. NPC zombies from Dead Rising 3 just all over the fucking place. Omega delivered like the worst trash can shot ever. They get to the ring. Random music starts playing. Chaos is going on. Shitty haluva kick by Joe. Kenny is choking the cut with the chain. There's 5 minutes left of this trash. Gabe Infant comes in to help the Dick Riders. Stupid table spot happens, and I just cut the show off. I'm done. I cut the show off. I was like, I'm not watching this shit no more. I'm gonna skip the Collision. I just said I'm done. I was like, why am I still watching this garbage? There's 5 minutes left, and they're still doing dumb indie shit in the ring. I was like, I'm done. Bye. I cut the shit off. Get out of here. 50 likes. Hit the like button. Road to NK. Road. The pay-per-view begins. Oh my God, I can't wait to get to that pay-per-view. Oh, but I can't wait to talk about Arkham in the Arena. I'm out. Hit the outro.